What's good, leaders? Welcome back to another episode of New World Leaders Podcast. I'm your host, Kyrie Green. Today we got a special guest with us, artist up and coming from the city of Philadelphia. Just dropped some heat, and I know he
Right.
working on some. I know he working on some more bangers for y'all, man. Go ahead, let them know who you are, what you about.
Man, you know what it is, man. It's Mannywokkk. You know what it is. Big GR shit.
So how you been, man? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Hold on. Before we get started, though, let's talk about how you was 2 hours late, though, man.
Bro, listen.
Let's talk about how you was just 2 whole hours late.
Listen, man. I had a long border. It's
Damn.
lot going on, man. A lot
Hold
going
up,
on.
though. Introduce yourself, man.
Uh,
You feel me? You know how we
Hold on,
coming.
bro.
Introduce yourself, baby. You know what's going on.
So Quattro.
so, Quattro.
Yeah, man. My man Twit. Go subscribe.
Man.
You already know
Yeah,
how
y'all got some clips that's rolling on TikTok right now. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie,
you know.
y'all got some clips that's rolling on there.
Shout out P.
Yeah, man, definitely shout out Pistol. So let's get into it, man. Let's talk about your recent drop. What was the inspiration behind that release?
It really was like I'm T because we really talked about this on the last interview, but it's I was really going through a phase with had some shit going on at home, and it felt like I was going through like a war, like
Mhm.
battling with the girl with my shorty. It's like
Mhm.
a dark cloud over this shit fucking with me,
So that's how the name
and then
came about.
everlasting war,
Everlasting
yeah,
Horror. It's like an everlasting
that shit
battle. Like
everlasting, bro.
crazy. So I know it's gonna be kind of crazy because we already went over some of this, but I'm gonna talk about it again, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story, right? About how we found out we was related. This was back in elementary school. It's like third grade, I believe.
Yeah.
We was in class, and I went home one day, and all I could remember is my mom saying like, "Yeah, you got some family that's in your class." And I'm like, okay. At this time back then, you know how you had the desk set up, they had the
The
name
name
tags on the
tags,
desk,
yeah.
everything like that. So she's like, "Yeah, his name's Samaj. You got somebody named Samaj in your class?" I'm like, I don't really know, like, but I mean, I check. So I went back the next day, saw his name tag on the desk. I'm like, all right, well, that's Samaj right there. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go home and tell her, yeah, that's I got Samaj in my class. So she's like, yeah, y'all cousins. So the next day, we must have got told the same exact thing, right?
No, for
Because
real.
the next
Same,
day we
same.
had to go put our bags up, in a closet on the hook. And just how ironic, we were right next to each other. So as we putting up our bags, and we like, hey, what's up, bro? He's like, yeah, what's up? He's like, yeah, mom told me we was cousin and all that. We just both like, yeah, like, I don't know, shook hands, and just from there, it just went on from there. Since then,
What?
we've been locked in. But that
No,
was just a
ever
funny
since then.
story, like, just a crazy, crazy story.
Yeah.
So we gonna take it back to then. Growing up, did you always see yourself being an artist, or hopping in the studio making music?
I wouldn't say I necessarily like see myself being a rapper. No, I didn't see myself being a rapper. I didn't, but it ran in my family. Like my
Mm-hmm.
dad rap, my brother rap, my uncle
Mm-hmm.
rap. It like ran in the family. It just so happened to catch me.
Yeah.
It caught me. Got right up with me. I like that shit
Caught
though.
right up with you. Um, and on the last one the last one we did, we talked about being in the studio with your brother,
Yeah,
and that kind of inspired you.
yeah.
When you was in the studio, with bro, what was it like? Some things that you may have sat and watched him do that you kind of like added to your own your music.
No, because for real, and them sessions, I really wasn't even paying attention because I really ain't had no thoughts on being a rapper.
Yeah.
It really didn't spark my interest. It definitely like being in that joint was a good vibe, but I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't really paying attention on what's going on for real, for real.
Yeah, bro dropped a bunch of bangers. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
It's a
no.
bunch of bangers he
But
done
like
dropped.
I could look back at it and be like, damn, that was fire. I
Yeah,
like how he did that. You feel me?
yeah, he got a bunch
I
of heat
mean,
out.
or I see why he do what he was doing it.
Yeah.
I wasn't
So
even.
now that you hopped in the studio, you started making music.
Mm,
From the time that you made your first song to
yeah,
now, what's like the biggest improvement that you noticed?
I don't just. I'm rapping with a purpose now.
Yeah.
You feel me? I rap about actual shit. I was just rapping anything came to my brain back then. The fuck, I just was rapping.
Now you feel like you
I feel
found your
like I
purpose.
felt like yeah, like Shit got a
Got it?
meaning now. Yeah. No, I
Okay.
really don't got it. I don't got it. But I'm catching it.
So what's like a message that you would want to relay like to a person that listen to your music? Like what's something that you would want them to feel or like know?
I don't know.
Like you trying to tell them a bit of your story, like anything like that, or you
I
just
ain't.
giving you just
I'm
using
just.
using it as a
It
way to
really
like
be for
vent.
me
Hmm.
more. I don't think about what I'm trying to get other people to get from it. You feel me?
Okay, so
Like
you're
for real,
using
for real.
the music as a way to let people know how you
Yeah,
feel
cause
in a way,
I
but
don't
it's really
really.
for you.
Yeah.
Okay, I ain't gonna lie. With the everlasting word, and there's a couple other songs. There's one unreleased song that like I really 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 fuck with, but I ain't gonna talk about that one.
Mm.
But that one is like I feel like with that you really like talk about
It
how
was
you
real
feel.
shit going
Yeah,
on in my
like you
real
really talk
life.
about
You
how you
feel me?
feel, and that's probably one of my favorite. I don't know why you ain't dropped it yet, but hey man, we got
No,
that's just what it's going to be.
that'd be my real
Um,
life.
so I want to ask you, right?
Mm.
From today's time,
Right.
5 years from now, where do you see yourself? 5, 10 years from now, like you still see yourself making music?
Yeah, I'm feel like I'm always make music.
Mm,
Now, I'm always gonna make music.
yeah.
But hopefully it's improved.
Hmm.
Better shit going on. Hopefully.
And how important is how important is it to have a team with you? While you making music, like what are like some what's the word I'm going after? What are some advantages of having a team compared to just being on your own trying to make everything happen when you make music?
I don't really got no team.
I mean,
This shit dooley,
you
for real.
got
I
them here.
got
They
friends,
doing
they
something.
opinions and shit like that.
But even that's enough. Is it like
Yeah, opinions.
you
Hell
got some
yeah. I feel
people
like
who don't
opinions
have none.
matter.
Yeah,
Especially like from a nigga like him.
yeah.
He gonna tell you what it is. If it's
What's like?
ass, it's ass. If it's
So
not,
talk
I
about a
like
time where you had a song, you let them hear it, and what's like the first thing that he said about it?
what's the first time I let you hear? We're gonna go all strictly off him.
All right, what was the first
Cause
thing he let you
I
hear, and you
always
was
been
like,
hot to everybody.
I don't even know. I don't remember the first one.
or talk about a song that you can remember?
Like from like when you first heard it.
It probably was. It had to be like ever met or something. One of them.
Or met? And
How
what
you
was
like?
yeah? How
What
was
was
your
your
That's
reaction?
like I didn't even know he could rap.
yeah?
Like,
True,
yeah.
yo. So when you heard it, you was like, damn, like I feel like you got some.
Yeah,
Okay, okay. What about you,
for
Bear?
sure.
Yeah. Okay. All
I
right.
don't. I,
So
I
it's
ain't
just
gonna
any.
lie.
All right. Now for like somebody that's watching and they
Mhm.
want to start making music, um, what's some advice that you can give to them, or like some shortcuts that they could take, things like that to get started, some tools that they can use.
Job, cause that shit costs, bro.
Hmm.
Take a couple of dollars first for you really get all the way into it, so you can really have the proper shit, the right shit to move, stick around. And,
Hmm.
feel me?
So what's like a
Or a source of income, some type of source of
something else
income,
to
so you
fund it?
could fund how you trying to come.
So what's like a budget that would be like reasonable to start with? Like what would be an amount that somebody could be
I
like, all right,
mean,
if I was to start with this amount, I know I can grab like some little stuff
cause
to
you
start.
just really gotta grab studio time for real.
Mm.
You gotta be able to have access to a studio. Studio time varies.
All right.
Some shit probably $20 an hour, but you gonna get $20 an hour quality though. You feel
And
me?
that
Some
no,
shit might
that
be
makes
40.
sense. So
Yeah.
drop some jewels. I know you done moved around to a few different studios.
Mm-hmm.
You familiar with some ones that got some of the best quality, some that
Yeah.
got some okay quality. A few that just like, all right, I know I gotta stay away from there. But talk about give a couple gems of studios that people would be able to use.
See, listen, this where he fuck you up at. Think about this though. You might be at a good studio,
Hmm.
but the engineer bullshit. So
Okay.
all the equipment that is there really don't even matter because he don't even know how to put it to use.
So you think it's
It,
more so about the
the
engineer
engineer, hell yeah,
rather than the
hell
studio?
yeah, hell yeah.
So I don't. You don't gotta drop like your engineer, but give an engineer who you know
No, I'm
you.
gonna drop my Mike, Uncle
All right,
Mike,
all right. Uncle Mike,
audio boy. That's my boy. He one of them.
yeah.
Fuck with him.
All right, Uncle Mike doing his thing. Shout out to
Uncle
Uncle
Mike.
Mike.
Yeah.
Y'all want hop in the
Fuck
studio.
with him.
Y'all need a fire engineer who going, get your
Go
sound
fuck
to
with
how you
him.
want it to be, make you sound totally
Make you
different,
sound
whatever.
scattered.
Get with Uncle Mike, man.
Word.
So I want to go through like a little segment or something real quick. And it's something called Leaders Toolkit. I want you to give the leaders 3 things that you feel like they'll need in their toolkit to be successful, or to see like growth in the things that they're doing.
Three Johns.
Hmm.
Give you good one first. One.
I say awareness, like
Awareness.
awareness, self or just out like outside the body,
Hmm.
just awareness of everything.
Why is awareness like something that's important?
Because it's like you paying attention to everything around you. It's like you can't slip. You watching your moves. You
Hmm.
thinking what, like you ain't just moving freely. Like
Like
it's
with a
just
chicken with his head cut
yeah.
off or
Like
some
Okay.
shit like that.
awareness is top one of them.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's number one. Confidence. You gotta move with confidence.
Mm. Now I want to ask you why. What's like how how does confidence play a role in what you do?
And what I do?
Yeah, like when it come down to getting in the studio, rather you performing or anything like that. Cause you had a couple performances.
Yeah, I had 2
So
Johns. Turned them up.
the
Turned them
last
up.
one of the last performances I heard about, and I heard a funny story about what happened in that joint. We might have to talk about that. Might have to touch base.
Yeah.
But yeah, how does confidence like play a role in everything?
And rapping,
Yeah, like for you personally.
me personally, I feel like lack of confidence is like my biggest downfall for real, for real.
Hmm.
I be scared motherfuckers ain't gonna like my shit sometimes. I gotta just not care and know my shit that. You feel me?
Yeah.
I probably would have been a little further.
No, I could say like a lot of people, especially people that's like either entrepreneur, they're doing something, content creator, whatever. Like now you hear a lot of people say like you just gotta not care. You
Yeah.
just gotta not
You just
care
gotta not care.
at all. You'll eventually find your people. I know I reference
Yeah,
I
hell
reference
yeah.
Wallow a
8
lot.
billion people in the motherfucker.
Yeah, I reference Wallow a lot in a lot of my episodes. And it's because he say some stuff that really like resonates with your inner self, and he always talk about just the amount of people that's in this world,
Mm.
and just keep doing what you're doing. You'll find your people. The
Right,
people in
yeah.
your neighborhood may not like what you're doing, but
Yeah.
people across the world ain't hear what you got going on. They don't know who you are, what you're about, but they might be more willing to support what you're doing rather than the people that you know in your neighborhood, your school, whatever the case may be. So what would be the third thing?
What we give them? Awareness, confidence, and
Purpose? Eh,
um,
it's not the same thing. I feel like they kind of tie into each other, right? Um, being confident can help you find your
purpose,
purpose
right?
in a way. Like your purpose is something that you have to find or to find you, but that'll ultimately play a role in like it may help you build confidence if you feel like all right, I found my purpose
Yeah.
with what it is that I'm doing.
And
Now
then
I feel more confident because there's a lot of people who they're doing things, but they don't have like a purpose. And I like to look at it like a why. They don't have a why they're doing it. Some people just do it just because
Yeah.
they see other people doing it. Maybe it's something that they like to do, but they kind of sit down like, why am I doing this? And once people develop a why, they start to move with purpose, and they eventually get more confident with what they're doing. It's like
Yeah.
that. If I had to add one in there, having a why is something that's like super important when it comes down to anything that you do, because having a why gets you through all of like the hardships and the times where
Mhm.
you want to give up on
No,
things.
for real.
If you have a why, which is it got to be
For real.
something that's bigger than yourself. It can't just be you. Like it gotta be a bigger picture to it. If you got a why to help you navigate through all of that, and like all of the times where slow season come about,
Mm-hmm.
or anything like that, you feel like people not supporting you, you'll get right through it.
Sure.
Why is definitely super important. So, and then y'all out there, y'all, whatever y'all doing, you got business, whatever. Find your why. Ask yourself why it is that you're doing it, because you're going to get to a point, where you like, all right, man, things moving slow. I might want to stop this, or you might want to just give up.
Yeah.
But if you got a why, a reason why you're doing it, trust
Yeah.
me, it'll work wonders. You ain't even gonna think about a slow season. You just gonna think about down the line, a bigger picture to it all, and you're gonna push through everything. So find your why, man.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be our last one.
That'll be our
That
last one.
having a why,
Yeah.
find your why.
Find your why.
So I'm gonna ask you, what's your why? Like what gets you up in the morning, keep you going?
I know it's bigger than me.
Mm,
I feel like I gotta get my folks out.
okay.
I have to.
And why is that like important?
Cause I know it's more to see, bro. We seen the trench for forever.
Yeah.
It's
Some
bad.
people, some people
This
ain't
shit
see.
corny.
Some
I'm
people
trying
ain't
to
see
fade, bro.
outside of these four walls, which is
For
our
real.
neighborhood. A lot of people they don't even think it's more to the world, but where we come
Where
from.
we come from, I
Yeah,
know
some
it's. I go out to Florida and
yeah,
don't
some
never
people.
want to
What?
come
Yeah,
back, bro.
some people they think that this
I ain't
all it
trying. This
is.
shit corny. We getting older. We ain't
What's
getting
something that
none.
get y'all up and keep y'all going every day? Like, what make y'all like? All right, I gotta get up, go take everything.
Um, for, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
for me, my folks is how I was raised.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I mean, I want to talk about something with y'all because somebody I was just having this like real deep conversation with somebody a few days ago. We was talking about this topic and how important it is. How big is mental health for y'all? Like, how important is that to y'all?
Niggas don't even
see,
think about it,
like
bro.
Let me
me,
say something real quick. Cause we be touching on that a
Mm-hmm.
We
little
don't
bit.
touch on that
A
enough.
lot, yeah, a lot. But we like niggas.
We don't touch on that enough.
Go ahead, bro.
Niggas ask like, yo, bro, like, you good? Like, niggas will really ask like,
Mm-hmm.
how you mental? He ask me sometimes like, bro, you good? Like,
Mm-hmm.
you sure you good? Not just asking me on something. He really
Yeah.
asks like,
Mm-hmm.
bro, you good? So not all the time, but it's big to
That
check
shit.
on though.
for
So
Especially
me,
when somebody.
it depends on who it is.
why you feel
Yeah.
that way?
Cause like I speak for me, I don't really have mental like health like it's not effective like bad. Like I
Mm-hmm.
don't sit and like think about shit that I can't fix. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's what it is with me. I don't get depressed or nothing. Like it's just
Yeah,
I
no.
live life like I'm just living. I ain't not living like just living, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm just it's bigger than that. So fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I carry it. So
Okay.
it depends on how strong you is as a person, where how bad the mental could get.
Mm-hmm. So I talked about this in another episode, and it goes to touch base on what Bear was saying. You know how somebody might be like, yeah, like you are, and a lot of us, our first thing is,
Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
good, or
I'm
I'm
green.
alright, I'm cool.
I'm
But
green.
deep down, for a lot of people, it's like the total opposite.
That's just
Um,
because people don't want. Like that's a case of people don't want to show vulnerability.
mhm.
That's it. Like motherfuckers really be fucked up, bro. Everybody
Hell
gonna say,
yeah.
"Yeah,
I
I'm
what
good."
and what really made me like think about this was I was watching this podcast, and damn, it's something like it's something that like geared towards black men. It's a African American brother. He talks about just mental health and things like that causes us to lose like years on our life. I forget the exact amount, but I'm gonna
Damn.
find it and I'm gonna link it in the description. But he was talking to this doctor, and this doctor mentioned something called male something alexithymia. It was crazy, right?
Yeah.
And he was talking about just like how we look at females as like emotional individuals, right?
Yeah.
And we feel like we're the logical ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we don't really take time to like switch things around.
See,
Like
that's
females, y'all know they say like females frontal lobe develops quicker than men, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Um and ours develops a little bit later. There's a whole thing about that. But he basically was talking about how have we ever took time out to really like put ourselves in their shoes.
I think, I think, I it's like this case like perspective versus perception.
Mm-hmm.
I look at it from a perception side of things, like how they could feel, shit like that. I don't really be like bashing women for certain things they do because I just be like, fuck it, like that's just what it is with them, like.
No,
Or
burnt.
not even like that, but in the sense of like we feel like we feel like they're more emotional, we're more logical, but in the sense of like in ways we make more emotional decisions than they do.
Yeah.
Like that. So for example, like somebody cut you off, right?
Yeah.
We might be more
Like
willing to like, huh?
What you mean, somebody like anybody?
No, like just any like I'm just
yeah.
giving examples of like how we might make more
Yeah.
emotional decisions than like
Than
a female would,
yeah.
and a female, in a way, makes more logical decisions than us. So like somebody cut you off and you just start blacking, or like somebody say something in a way that's like you might not like how they said it, right?
Right.
But it may not be that deep, and you take it to a whole nother
I feel
level.
like females be on that more than us though.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm gonna be honest.
Feel like
I don't know.
Be on
Like,
that.
now that you said that, like,
Females be in they bag.
I don't know. I
but you gotta
honestly,
think about the big, like, yeah, females.
Females
They
be
do.
in they bag,
think
bro.
about that's against somebody they love though. Like,
they
come on, that's all.
they do in a way,
What?
but I feel like
Like,
men.
yeah,
I feel like men
come on,
don't
they're
really.
saying certain shit to you.
A certain way, you don't feel
Yeah.
like females be on that.
No, I feel like men like males
more
as
emotional.
we
He
make
said-
more
Yeah, I know
emotional
what you're
decisions
saying.
than like
worse decisions
yeah.
based off.
So you
our
feel like,
emotions.
all right, they might play it cooler than us in that situation.
In certain situations, they play it way cooler than us, so we respond off of emotion like real quick. You don't think so?
I don't think so.
So we go. So we just gonna look at it like this, right? Think about how many people that you can think of that has made a decision that has like had them have to deal with a consequence, right? Think about it on a gender like a gender perspective, from male to female.
Yeah.
Think about that shit.
Like that you know personally. We're not gonna look at the bigger picture of it.
Everything.
Like
all this shit based off emotion.
No, yeah, all that shit is.
And it's men.
And I'm reading a I was
females,
talking about
they
it before.
They just do little dumb ass, little annoying ass shit. They don't really be doing too much weird ass shit. They be on some little weird ass shit. Niggas be in they bag.
Yeah, like, but
no, fuck that. Niggas be in they bag on that bitch ass shit. I ain't gonna lie.
Damn,
man, that you really think about it, niggas is hard.
Yo, because I'm reading a book right now, right?
In a bag.
I'm reading a book.
No, I'm sorry. I apologize to the females out there.
I'm reading a book right now, right? And it talks about like 7 habits that could really help you in life, right? And the first habit is being proactive. You know it, like what being proactive mean? Being proactive versus being reactive, right? Yeah. So an example, we're gonna go back to the example of somebody cut you off in traffic, right?
Oh, all right.
Being proactive, you just brush it off, take it with a grain of salt. You won't take it personal. Being reactive, you be quick to curse them out, do whatever. Now it's a road rage incident.
Yeah.
Or like it talked about the saying of, "Oh, that's just how I am." Yeah, you know. Your family, your neighborhood, your friends, all of that stuff play a role in who you are today. But that's having a reactive that's being reactive versus being proactive.
Yeah. See, and I be thinking on this type of time, but then I start thinking on another level where it's really different brain levels in this world.
No,
there's nothing you could do to make them change.
It is. I like to say I was talking to my uncle about this, and I was just telling him, I'm like, everybody has to go through something in life for the light bulb to switch on, and that light bulb was like, all right, now I need to understand. I understand that I'm in control of everything. Yeah. I'm in control of everything, and I need to start changing some things. For some, that light bulb switches on early. For others, that light bulb switches on like
And some joint don't even
yeah,
turn.
some it take a bit longer than others, but
You talking about some joint don't even turn on?
some it takes a little bit longer to turn on, but eventually, everybody has to be met with something or faced with something for the light bulb to turn on. It's like, all right, damn,
What you
I'm
mean
in
by the
control.
light?
So like for example, right?
Like, I'm in control. I heard you.
Like, what's an example I can use? I'm gonna just think back to high school, right?
Mhm.
I had a teacher, right? His name was Mr. Fisher. And me and him are still cool to this day.
You was
I'm
cool with Fisher?
yeah, me and
Ooh,
Fisher,
shout out
me and Fisher locked
you.
in.
You was
Yeah,
cool with Fish?
me and Fisher locked
Yeah,
in.
gangster.
So all throughout, and I feel like this is like a global thing, right? With like our schooling system for a lot of people. A lot of people can relate to this. All throughout my years of school, I always was one that put in just enough effort and got maximum results.
Mm.
Put in just enough effort to study for a test, not even study, just willy nilly really.
Mhm.
And I always got good grades, all types of stuff, right? But I was met with Fisher, right? And he really made me realize something. You'll get out of life what you put in. So me, I wasn't really putting in too much to like, you know, do the stuff that was really really needed, as in like study for stuff, really be on top of everything. I definitely went through a point, especially like my senior year, I
Oh
went to a
my
point where I was
god.
like just really like
Nigga dropped
yeah,
out.
really like just doing whatever, right? um but he really made me realize you get out of life what you put in, right?
Mhm.
um and after going through everything with Fisher, my light bulb turned on, and
Yeah.
I realized like I'm to blame for everything.
Yeah.
Everything falls on me, and I need to take control if I want to really take things to the level
Another
that
yeah.
I want to get to.
Right.
That's when my light bulb turned on. But some other people, it may be something like they may lose somebody, their light bulb turns on then,
Yeah.
or they may I don't know. It could be anything really that makes your light
Whatever
bulb turns
experience.
on, but
Whatever
it
it
is
is. Whatever.
majority of the time it's a challenge, and you have to figure out how can I get through this? Like, what will I do? So everybody's like light bulb turns on after a different experience. You
Right.
feel like you were met with an experience where like, all right, after
Yeah.
that, your light bulb
For
turned
sure.
on.
For sure.
Okay, what about you, man? Yeah.
Yeah. Light bulb
For
turned on
sure.
for
My
sure.
light bulb turned on.
My light bulb
Right
turned
there.
on.
light bulb turned
That
on, and
joint
then
flick
from
right
there,
on.
that's when you develop like you start to move with purpose
For
more.
purpose.
Yeah, that right there, that experience, and shout out to Fisher. Me and Fisher cool till
Damn.
this day, and it helped me with my first year of
That's
college and
crazy.
everything.
I'd never heard
Yeah,
nobody say they was cool
Yeah,
with
bro.
Fisher in
yeah,
my life to
Fisher,
the
my
day.
man.
Me and
Like
Fisher
Fisher,
got the two. I
Fisher,
see,
Fisher, my man. Shout out him. He ought like my first year of college, my freshman year, I had an English course. And we were talking about just like different citations, right? Like how to cite things. And it's something that we didn't go over in high school. So I had Fisher number. I'm like, Fisher, need your help. He always told me, like, yo, you got my number, you need help, reach out. I got you.
You using them
So
resources.
I'm like, listen, Fisher, they talking about all these different ways to like cite stuff. And I'm like, how do I properly cite it? Because you have to properly cite you like is what is it?
Like
It's
citing something back to a source.
it's different like cite. I think one of them is a something. Um but I reached out to him, I told him everything, and he was like, look, he sent me back two things that I can use. One of them was Purdue Owl, and it was some other thing, and this was what got him through college. And he's like, look, if you need help citing something, just use these and it'll cite it for you. Really, all you gotta do is insert the information, tell it what format you wanted to use, and it'll cite it for you. And that actually got me 100 on my paper. So it wasn't for him, I would have been sitting there like a
Shout
little
out to
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Fisher,
Shout out
Fisher
Fish.
definitely is like a huge help. Uh, he was definitely a huge help through like my freshman year, and I know even now if I need to reach out to him for something, if he don't respond right then and there, he'll get back to me as soon as he can, and he got me. Um, But I want to touch back on the music. What's something else that you're working on right now?
Right after I leave here, probably a couple hours after this,
Mm.
I'm gonna shoot a vid. Today you were supposed to be there, but bro, I'm done fucking with you. Like after the day, like just delete my number. I'm done fucking with you, man.
Listen,
Yeah,
so
I'm gonna
what
shoot a vid though. When I leave, I gotta get a fucking haircut.
Erica,
Yeah,
everybody needs to see. I gotta do the same thing. I might leave here and go get dice. But what's
yeah.
the what you shooting a video for?
This song called Third Eye.
Talk about the inspiration behind that song.
Yeah.
Talk about the inspiration. That was just off the bip.
Yeah.
What was the inspiration behind Third Eye? I ain't got no inspiration behind that song.
No, it was just like
Oh,
just something you was just in the studio, just feeling, and you just
just
like, all right,
feeling.
just hop on this beat,
This shit just be all
just flowing.
feelings.
Okay.
You gonna hear it, man.
What's some advice you can give to a young individual who is wanting to like they interested in getting in the studio making music?
If you really feel it, don't do it because it's trending.
Mm-hmm.
Do it if you really feel it.
Okay. What about you? You doing a little bit of the streaming. What's some advice you can give to a younger individual? That's
Same. It's the same shit. Like you gotta really do it. Like
Yeah.
see, people want to jump into the streaming industry because
It's
a lot of
Truman.
money flowing around. They don't really got no real passion for it, so they fucking around, fall off, and can't even finish the whole journey.
I hear a lot of the streamers say now is like streaming is like way harder than people make it out, like perceive it to be. If
Yeah.
I can say that,
Yeah,
it's
for
way
sure.
more difficult than people look at. Like people look at streaming like, oh, it's easy. I just gotta hop on it,
And
hop on the
just put
camera
your
and
face on the
put a face in the
camera.
camera. But I realize like I know you always hear me say it's an art to everything.
Yeah.
I feel like streaming is like a real difficult art, like to learn solely because you gotta have some form of
You
personality
gotta be
in
a whole
order to
nother
sit
person
in
than
order to like entertain a
not
full
you.
chat. Like
Not you, man.
like
But
you got
motherfuckers
1,000 people watching you. You got to be able to entertain
saying
every last person in a
But I
way.
think if you got 1,000 people watching you, they 1,000 people. Like, so he might be cool with what you do. You don't
yeah, for sure.
like see. It's different ways you could go about it. Like some people want to be super entertaining,
Mhm.
never chilling. You could go that route and be entertaining, or you could go a different route, just be chilling, talk vibe out, and still get that
Mhm.
community
Yeah,
because you like got that personality. They fuck with you.
So
yeah.
think about this, right? Let's say you streaming right now. You got you're 100 viewers watching you, right? 100 people watching, and they already know who you are, what you're about, right? Then you get flooded by another streamer. They send 3,000 people to your stream. How would you entertain those 3,000 new viewers watching?
Like how would I
Yeah,
like
like what was it? What
I
would be?
can't say it'll just have to be what it is. Like wherever I'm at that moment, I'm never gonna like probably be by
do it.
myself.
Yeah.
They just gonna have to adapt to what's going on.
Uh,
Like I ain't switching. I ain't gonna be nobody else. I'm gonna just be me. If they
Okay.
like it, they do. They don't. They do what they do.
Yeah.
So just be yourself and see, like
That's
if
the
they
best way.
rocking with it, they
Yeah,
not.
like I got personality. I could joke around do little
Yeah, for
shit.
sure.
Like it just I'm gonna be me. I can't do nothing else.
Okay. So you feel like the advice that you could give to another somebody who's wanting to stream would be like just be yourself.
Yeah, like don't even. Like, I think like some with that shit called click forming. Like
Mhm.
people be going too hard for that.
I be seeing
Like,
I
they
be
don't
seeing
even-
a lot of that. People always talk about clip farm, all that type
Yeah,
of stuff.
like ain't the way to go.
Yeah.
That's not how I look at it. Like I ain't going like that.
And
Whatever get clicked, get clicked. I ain't doing no.
what's like for you? What's some tips or like shortcuts that you could tell somebody that's wanting to stream? Like what's like maybe a starter like some startup equipment that they could use.
It depends if you want to do desktop, you could literally get something like that,
Mm.
or you want to go IRL, you could get a phone, download a few apps, and it's on.
So like what's the app that somebody could use for IRL stream?
For free, Prism Live, song called Prism Live,
Mhm.
Prism Live, some other shit. It's some
What about what? All right, what's like for somebody that's wanting to do like a desktop stream? What's a webcam that they could use? Like, what's like a budget that they would need for like a cool webcam?
Probably like a Logitech camera, regular web 1080p.
How much would
Get
that
you
run?
right.
A little $50, probably less than that.
Mhm.
No more than like $60.
Okay. So like, if I was to come to you, right, and I'd be like, man, I want to stream. I got a $500 budget. Would I be able to get like, just enough to get going?
500.
Yeah. Or you
I
think?
mean, like, see, I don't think so. But
So what you think would be a reasonable budget
at
to start
least
with?
more than like make between a band and
So like
two
it's
bands.
so
Like,
like
just say
1,000 and
some shit,
2,000.
like, you
No,
gonna
I'm
see
saying
it
like
if you really
for
want
streaming. Like if I wanted to stream, and I was to come to y'all like, yo, I want to stream, but I got like $500 right now to start.
He
What would be
don't
like
know
a
nothing
budget?
about
Like
I just know it's not gonna be no 1,000. I mean 500.
Yeah, like, cause it's like
1,000.
it's really
Starting
500
$1,300.
ain't even about to get you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go
You can get
1,300.
500 righteous if you want to play your game, yo. If you want to play your PS5 or something.
How much the phone cost? The Galaxy.
The Galaxy, with the new one,
Yeah.
like a band.
So a stack for the phone.
Yeah,
Ooh.
then a PC. You want a nice PC?
Like
That's
a
a
little
band or
yeah,
more.
little,
So we not talking about the monitor. We talk about
Like
the
just
PC.
the
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 actual.
PC.
itself.
Ain't
I'm
that
gonna
the
be.
PC?
that's
Yeah, I'm
that's
gonna be
a
honest.
motherfucking
I'm gonna be
PC.
honest. See,
Yeah,
they got
that's regular
PCs out there like gaming PCs. I'm gonna be honest, right? I was just watching this video on TikTok.
Right.
There's a guy, he do like a bunch of like streaming and games and all that, and he be building PCs. He built the PC, and he just highlighted this one piece in there, and the one piece in there costs $4,000.
So like the only thing glowing in that
The
joint is that
one piece in there,
It's a
no,
graphics card.
yeah, it was one piece in there that was about $4,000. Not everything else. One thing in there cost four. Yeah, one
bro?
piece cost 4,000. I didn't know that like when it came down to like PCs and stuff like that, that all of that stuff was like that expensive until I started to hear really hear and see
And
about
it
it.
really mattered though, cause I
Yeah.
ain't gonna lie, I bought a PC a long time ago, but
Mhm.
it like a cheap, probably like $700-800.
Mhm.
But I'm trying to play GTA.
Yeah.
So, it was light.
Yeah, wasn't
I'm
that?
lagging. I'm like, oh yeah, you really got. I think
Yeah,
that
you
joint
gotta
right
spend
there.
that
I
cheese.
think that joint big. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, this ain't.
So like anybody who's starting out, we're gonna say you wanna start out streaming, go lock you in a gig, get you something to fund the PC,
Take you some.
save up some
And
money.
If you jumping in it just for money, don't even buy it.
If we just go, I'm gonna just say put it out there. If you just doing something for like the money, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Fine, figure out what it is figure out something deeper that drives you. Like there gotta be something else that drives you more than money, cause the money gonna come. But in order to get to it, you gotta put in some type of grind and things like that. So figure out what it is that make you want to do it. Go through the journey. The money will follow. Money gonna follow with it. Before we wrap up,
We wrap it up.
I want to ask you.
Yeah.
What's something that y'all could leave the leaders with, like to keep them going? Be a quote to live by, podcast to watch, book to read. It's something to keep them going. Maybe a song to listen to.
I like this.
You like this?
I like this part.
You like this part? Let's cook up for him then. You like this part? Ask the question one more time.
What's something that y'all could give the leaders
Uh-huh.
to keep them going? Book to read, mentor, song to listen to, quote to live by.
Oh, you ain't turn the little sound off so I can get in my motivational bag on.
The sound. All right, I'm in the clip. In the clip. I'm gonna get
it right in my
I'm gonna put this sound on. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna put this sound on the clip.
Yeah, man. All right, on some real shit though. Some shit to live by. Damn, I ain't got it for y'all right now.
I feel like something you could live by.
No, you should. Fuck could.
Yeah, no, you got like something that's gonna get you going.
When you down,
Yeah, don't never think you taking L's.
Count everything as a
Don't ever
lesson.
make nothing seem like a loss. You feel me? Quattro taught me that. It ain't a loss. It's a lesson.
Lesson.
You feel
I
me? You
say-
can't really lose nothing.
I
Yeah.
say, all remain a student at all times. Like a student, like just
Stew into the
no
game.
matter who it is, like everybody could give game, bro. That was one thing.
Nah, for real. I hate my like
Yeah,
them big headed people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit blow my head. Like,
I don't
Yeah.
like that shit. That shit blow my head. No, yeah, you really gotta listen.
You got
Coming from anybody, I
everybody's a
listen to
student.
anybody.
yeah, like
I will listen to anybody.
the lowest living conditions to the highest. Like,
I'm gonna be honest, right? To touch base on that, I watched this clip of a homeless person giving out game to a bunch of people,
Mm.
and it made me. That wasn't the first time I saw that, but it made me really like question something. Most people look at like homeless people as like beneath everybody, but in reality they're human too. And there's no like some people, you know, this is things that they went through that, you know, put them in this position, or some people that just choose to live like that, right? But a lot of them, they have some like real interesting stories, and they could really give out some like real game, like some real game. Like there's a lot of them that got some real interesting stories. Like and you be like, damn, like you went from that to this, like where you at now, and you got all of this knowledge, and but you never know who you could learn from. You can learn from just about anybody. Always being a student can help you get through a lot of things. It open up your mind to being willing to take in game from just about anybody. And just using bits and pieces that you get from each individual
It's
to put
crazy.
towards what you doing.
Cause you taught me something today.
What I teach you?
Come 2 hours after getting that ass. 2 hours after the time that we supposed to be here.
That's so.
That's
What's the
what you
lesson?
told me.
So what's the lesson you learned from that?
Don't come early when I'm meeting up with keys. That's the lesson right there for you. Don't come early when I'm linking up with keys.
That was a one time thing. That was a one time thing. Last time we said the same.
No. I was here before we was playing on the Indigo bikes.
Wait,
it was late the first
you was
time,
here,
too.
wait, time out. You was here before me?
Yes.
no, that was like
You see me on the Indigo bikes when you was pulling up.
You was not on no damn Indigo bike.
You
Because you was coming from the top of the block, you was like, I see y'all.
Y'all wasn't on the Indigo bike though.
We was on at the
Y'all was
bike
sitting at the
station.
bench.
We was good. So.
Well, it was at the Indigo bike.
Y'all was
keys.
sitting on the bench.
He talking about the benches.
Y'all was sitting on the benches when I rode the bike.
No.
Nah.
You looking from the corner. You was like, I see y'all over there on the bike. You got the jean shirts on. Then there's somebody else behind you with a hoodie.
Yo, chill, yo. All right. Lesson that was learned today.
Yeah, that was lesson learned. Don't
Lesson
come
that was
early
learned-
when you linking with keys.
A lesson that was learned today. Make sure y'all take care of what y'all gotta take care of.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all take care of what y'all gotta take care of.
This man,
And figure out a way.
Leprechaun looking there.
Yeah.
Run around drunk.
Figure out.
No.
Listen, I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna keep saying this. I appreciate all of y'all. The movement is doing what it gotta do. We got a bunch of people, you know, that's gonna be coming on here talking and giving out game.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of people that's, you know, trying to get on is crazy. It's becoming a lot, but you know, I'm done with it. Getting back to people so that, you know, we can sit down, give y'all some game, y'all can learn from everybody. But just thank everybody who tuned in, talking about it with, you know, friends, family, whatever, sharing the clip, liking, comment, whatever. Subscribe, whatever you're doing. I appreciate all y'all for, you know, just supporting the movement and, you know, helping everything grow. Right now we on our road to 100 subscribers right now.
Okay.
Almost at on the road to 1,000 followers on Instagram. It's a grind, but you know we going through it.
That's a grind.
Just taking it day by day, man. What I leave y'all with: stay consistent and don't think consistency is you know, you showing up 100% every day. Every day you're not gonna be 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Some days you're gonna be 10%. Some days you're gonna be 50. But just because you're not at 100%, don't mean everybody have to know that you're not at your 100%.
Yeah.
There's a lot of days that I'm gonna be honest, I got a long work week. I got to show up to an episode, and I'm tired, things like that, but still gotta get it done.
And you gotta be at the end of the rainbow.
Yeah, like it's a lot, but this is just me sharing. This is just me sharing, a bit of my what things that I do with y'all. But just show up. Show up for yourself. Show up for if you got kids, show up for your kid. Just show up. And stay consistent with it. Even if you got move just 1%. Just be consistent in any way you can. 10%. 100%, 50, 2%, whatever. Just stay consistent with it, whatever it is that you're doing, and figure out a way to do it. That's it for today's episode. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate you for coming out. Thank all y'all for coming out, man. Y'all know the motto. We'll see y'all in the next one.